Spoiler alert! You're listening to the Comics Online podcast, Season 19, Episode 4, 1980 to 1981, broadcast live from FXBG Public Radio, June 10th, 2019. This episode, Kevin and Troy David are still trapped in 1980 until they finish up their chronicle of that year. 92's pop culture? Topics include music, movies, TV, and games. Will the Time Lords make it back to the present day? Will they even make it to 1981? Hold on to your Pac-Man as we traverse the 1980s for everything geek pop culture.
And then the main theme goes here.
I have that.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Wait, we got the main theme, Troy.
Oh, well, I mean, for the people who have actually joined us on the Facebook page, just wanted to let them know that the show is actually happening, but there's a part you're not getting to hear.
As you knew before Isaiah, Legend of Zelda's turned to dust. Podcasting from the future like your time was dead and gone. And we rock the best site like comicsonline.com. Level 12 cybernetics, vibranium power acts. You communicate with snail mail, but we wireless adapt. We are more than ECI as we descend to blow your spot. You're a copy of better tech like your name was GoBots. You hoping for iTunes, but little noob, you in the danger zone. We're all the best leaders like Serpentor on his throne. Written by Stan the Man, don't you ever try to serve thee. New guys of this book like we were drawn by Jack Kirby. Hunger like Sinistar, consumer culture, then Galactus. Final Fantasy domination with our super geeky tactics. From the days of Marconi to Buff and Loud Investment City. You can hear us on every radio, so hit it by city. From leaping tall buildings to going off like gamma bombs. Switch your internet browser to comicsonline.com.
Hello again, and welcome to the Comics Online Podcast, Season 19, Episode 4. I'm your host, Kevin Ghostwan, and with me today, as usual, is my co-host, Troy David Phillips, who you ought to know from the Flashback Top 5. Each week, for the past 5+ years, Comics Online has teamed up with Flashback over there in Woodbridge, Virginia. And yeah, sorry, Doug. We've got people in multiple. We're hitting all of the social media simultaneously. Troy is in fact the man.
Yes, indeed.
The man, a really cool guy, not the man oppressor of all minority kind. He's the good one.
That's the other man.
He's the good one.
Yes. So for those of you that are joining us here on the Flashback page, the Flashback Facebook page, so we had some theme music going on, and when you're watching this video on the YouTube channel later, you'll be able to get the full Monty. You'll be able to see the background, hear the music.
Well, if
the
that's
intro,
how
outro.
it's gonna go, Troy.
Not that Monty.
Oh, sorry. Well, and we are going out video. We're going out to Facebook Live in multiple places and YouTube. We're going out to Instagram right here.
Yeah, over here on my right-hand side is the device that's taking us to Instagram. I'm not normally on Instagram, but apparently I am now.
You are now, Troy.
Wow.
Comics Online is the place to get all of this, and of course Flashback as well. So
last time we left off in 1980.
We're still stuck in 1980, Troy.
We're still stuck in 1980.
And so we're gonna have to chip away at the remaining geek pop culture, or in the terms of music, perhaps not geek, but at least pop culture. Unless apparently if you're talking about Ozzy Osbourne, in which case he's a legitimate geek because of the biting the heads. Anyway, Troy, where did we leave off?
Well, we did, funny thing, I still have my notes actually from last time, and we did a pretty good job of doing a quick, tight wrap-up, you may recall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we mentioned Moon Knight from November of 1980, Moon Knight #1. I don't remember if we mentioned Captain America 250 from October or Daredevil 166. But we certainly did kind of do a quick overview wrap up. We tried to cover as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Doug here is saying, talk about Grimjack if you're talking about 1980s. We're only in the year 1980, and I don't believe Grimjack has begun yet.
Yeah, no, not yet, not yet. So you'll see Grimjack and Star Slayer, and that'll be in another very nearby episode here. We are definitely going to hit the high points of the mid 1980s when we come to it, and that will include all the independent companies, Eclipse, First, Kamiko, but we're not there yet.
Not there yet, and that also goes for our next category, which is in fact a one item category. So we're not even going to throw up a graphic for this one. When it comes to the realm of video games, Troy, we were talking about, well, there's not a lot of anything. You know what came out in 1980? Pac-Man, and that's it. I mean, that's not it. But as far as anything culturally significant, anything that still resonates, 30 some years later, well, it's Pac-Man.
Yeah. So, the video game era definitely is taking off from this point going forward, and there will be a lot more for us to talk about, obviously. But at that moment, that was the big one. That was, for cultural significance, it's hard to argue with Pac-Man.
It really is. So, what else do we have? Other categories. Let's just run through a little bit of television in 1980s. Troy, you were talking about Spider-Man, right?
The Spider-Man cartoon, and actually, and that will come up for the following year. That'll bring us up into 1981. But 1980, of course, gave us Galactica in 1980.
Galactica 1980, and we had some things. We had some notable things that went off the excuse me, that went off the air in 1980. We had oh gosh, now I'm missing them. What did we lose in 1980? My notes, people. Where are my notes? Oh no, you know what? I was doing it for 1981 because I was getting too prepared. I was talking about the Waltons and stuff because that's important.
No, scroll up.
Scroll up. Yeah. That way.
So there's your debate.
Oh, Galactica 1980.
And now keep going.
Uh-huh.
Keep going. Little more.
More.
There you go. Ending in 1980.
Oh yeah. Spider-Woman. Do you remember that there was
a
the Spider-Woman cartoon with Marvel's Spider-Woman?